I've had a lot of students getting really worried about the coronavirus, the COVID-19, and more importantly, they are worried not just on the impact that it's going to have on their health and the economy, but they are also asking me, Arun, what does it mean for the MBA application, for the GMAT taking? Is there an impact? Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you some predictions about how this virus could play out in 2020. What is the status as of now? GMAT testing in India and other locations have not been impacted, but of course GMAT testing in various locations, and not just GMAT but even GRE in various locations. Obviously China, a lot of centers are shut down, but there are also some countries where the testing has actually been temporarily suspended. We don't know how long this is going to last, but we do know that this is going to impact your GMAT test taking, right? Especially with regards to centers being available, dates being available as we get more into April, May, which is usually the peak time for people taking the test. We expect there to be some amount of disruption, but again, since nobody knows how the virus is going to play out, how this pandemic is really going to impact, we don't know much, but that's the status as of now. As of today, test centers in India at least are operating. The second thing that is happening is a lot of colleges where students have already gone and joined, they are not able to conduct classes. I have had at least a couple of students write in to me, one from Europe, one from US, the other student is from HKUST, which is in Hong Kong, and they are telling me that classes have been cancelled, and the professors are also taking some of these lectures via Zoom or some such tool, right? So that's another thing, which is a lot of students who have spent money going there, wanting to do a full-time course, they also are not able to attend classes. So this is what is happening right now. Now, what are the predictions that I have for the future? Again, please note that there are a lot of assumptions that we are still making about this virus and its spread, and what we have is just a few hypotheses. So the first hypothesis is that the joining dates, in case you are an applicant who has applied in 2019-20 and you are starting school in 2020, chances are your joining date or start date might get pushed out a little. So we really don't know, but it could be a few months, right? Or it could be a few weeks, but we do see an impact in joining dates for the class starting in 2020. That's really the first prediction that I have. The second prediction that I have is that the MBA application cycle dates, usually we have the early application somewhere in August, we have round 1 in September, October, and then we have round 2 in January. Those dates could also get impacted, right? Because if your GMAT testing dates are impacted, that obviously is going to push in to your MBA application dates also. So this year, instead of a September-October cycle, we could even see a November-December cycle. We don't know, right? But just impact is expected. Some kind of an impact is expected. The third prediction is the impact on the total numbers. Now, obviously, given the data, given that GMAT is, the dates are going to be a little tougher, the number of applicants from China because of the prevailing situation as of now, definitely there is going to be a reduction, right? So these are all things that tell that the total application number in 2020 may be lower, but here is something that could offset it, which is the whole recessionary market, right? So whenever we see a recession, we see that most people, want to take like a couple of years off, stay off a very cold job market, and they want to invest in themselves and they want to invest by doing an MBA, right? So we also see applicant numbers go up. So the third prediction, yes, from a perspective, there might be slightly lower applications, but I see a lot more people at least having the intention to apply for an MBA program through GMAT. The last part, which is again, because of all of this global turmoil, The other thing that I see is this could also open up certain things about visa, right? So visa regulations could change, especially as we are, looking into a year where the US also is going to go for a re-election, and we don't know how that pans out. But I think because of the virus, there could be, visa regulations getting slightly more relaxed because, with the number of people, the restrictions in travel, it becomes harder for people to do business. So I do see visa regulations becoming slightly, more flexible. So that's what I think the coronavirus is going to do. And again, as I said, these are all assumptions about the future, but I hope through this video, I was able to give you some points that you were able to think about how it is going to impact your plans. In case you do have a plan of taking the GMAT and applying to an MBA in 2020, just go ahead and let us know. We would be glad to help answer your queries about the whole application cycle. And as always, for you to get updated on the latest news as far as GMAT and MBA applications are concerned, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and like and share this video. I would be glad to have this message reach out to as many people as possible. Thank you.